So you're saying McCarthy, because he has the votes that he does have, not insignificant, 90% of the caucus, doesn't feel like he needs to cave. But then what's he offering if there's horse trading going on? Like, what is his trade if he doesn't feel like he needs to cave? I mean, he's already given up so much and feels like he's in a position of semi-strength. So what's the conversation?
There are some things that he has not given up, and these are very inside baseball things. Basically, the right wants more seats on the steering committee. The steering committee helps select members of standing committees, so the committees that populate the House, appropriations, armed services, things of that nature. Conservatives want more representation on those panels. That is something that they're trying to get. That is something that there is being socialized across the House Republican Conference. There's demands for certain votes and certain procedures in the House. So there are still things to be horse traded. Now, keep in mind, Alex, there is McCarthy's given up a lot. He's basically given conservatives all these concessions so far, which leads everybody in the House and close House watchers like myself reason to believe that there's actually nothing that the conservatives want besides McCarthy not being speaker. Like, they keep saying this isn't personal. This is personal. These people who are voting against McCarthy time and time again, by and large, don't like McCarthy. I'm not saying that because I'm guessing. I'm saying that because I know these people and I've watched them for the past 13 or so years, and I know they have issues with McCarthy. So again, this is personal. A lot of these people are not flippable. Matt Gaetz, not going to vote for Kevin McCarthy almost under any circumstance. So it's just a very complicated dynamic right now. And I personally don't know if he could turn it around. I think he could. I'm not sure that he will. I'm not sure he has that ability at this point to turn it around.
Do you think that, I mean, there is no House. The House has no members.
Right.
The work of Congress needs to get done at some point. I mean, the longer this goes on, the more weakened McCarthy is, or the stronger he is. What's your assessment?
He will be probably, I mean, I've put a decent amount of thought into this. He will be one of the weaker speakers going into the speakership just by dint of having this happen. I mean, the multiple ballots for the speakership hasn't happened in 110 years. So by dint of that, he is a relatively weak speaker should he get there. Now, all of that said, maybe there is a case to be made that he is strengthened. And I think I'm not making that case, but some people are. On top of that, the House is a vastly different institution than it was even 10, 15 years ago. I mean, it is a complete war zone. It has been a partisan war zone since the early 2010s, since the later part of the Obama administration, or the early part of the Obama administration, rather. So, it's tough to judge in a historical context how weak he will be. But listen, if he wins, there's going to be a mechanism to remove him. That's for sure. That's something that conservatives have won. So, will he last the entire Congress if he gets there? I don't know. I think that's a point of debate, and that's something that a lot of people in the House are talking about.